So, with the recent episode of My Adventures with Superman, there was a bit of a debate on Twitter on whether or not Lois Lane was in the right in what she did, getting Clark to admit he was Superman and voicing her frustration at him for keeping it from her. It was a lot like when Invincible came out back in 21 and there was a whole discourse on Twitter and a bunch of YouTube videos debating on if Amber was wrong for getting angry at Mark for keeping his secret identity from her even if she knew basically the whole time. So a similar thing happened again, this time with Lois Lane and Clark. Lois suspected Clark of being Superman at the end of episode 4 and tried to prove it at the beginning of episode 5. After attempt after attempt, she decides that she will just straight up jump off the building of the Daily Planet so that Clark can swoop in and rescue her, putting her life at an obvious risk and the lives of people below her. After he saves her, she unloads on him, saying that he lied to her, that keeping a secret is another type of lie, he should have never kept it from her, etc. So this whole main character keeping a secret, which is usually the secret identity being a superhero, from the love interest and the love interest getting angry about it scenario happened twice now. And it's at this point where Lois is now being compared to Amber, saying she's the same as her, which is not the case at all. Now yeah, Lois was 100% in the wrong, straight up, no argument, but there are major differences between the two. Lois is a reporter and she wants to have all the truth in any scenario. She wanted Clark to be upfront about him being Superman, in which Clark, understandably, keeps it a secret from her, but Lois wasn't going to reveal his identity to the public or anything. All she wanted to know was if Clark was Superman. She suspected him of being Superman and I don't blame her for trying to figure it out. If I suspected my homie of being Superman, I'd want to find out too. But like I said, she was still 100% in the wrong with that stunt she pulled on the building and getting mad at him for keeping his identity a secret. Amber knew the whole fucking time that Mark was invincible. She knew. He decides to come forth and reveal to her that he's invincible and she doesn't give a damn because she knew for weeks. But you wanna know why she was being so insufferable to him? It's because he didn't trust her with his secret that he should have told her from the beginning. Here's the thing. Being the partner of a superhero is dangerous. We all know about Gwen Stacy, right? When that one time where Venom broke into Spider-Man's apartment and held Mary Jane and his baby hostage? In an earlier episode, Titan's family was threatened by Machine Head. So it's no wonder that he kept it a secret from her, because there was a good chance of putting her at risk. Now, she wanted honesty in the relationship, which I can 100% understand. And Mark wasn't exactly innocent either. He shouldn't have had a girlfriend if he was starting out as a superhero. But he's a 17-year-old kid who had a girl be interested in him. I can't blame him for wanting a girlfriend either. But like I said, Amber knew the whole time he was invincible, which means she knew he was probably getting the shit kicked out of him over and over. Even if she didn't know specifically that he was fighting a kaiju or that he was on Mars, she knew he was getting hurt. She knew that he was sacrificing himself to help people, including her. Remember when they went to that college campus and the cyborgs constructed by D.A. Sinclair attacked the campus? Mark was fighting them off to save everyone, and you wanna know what she does when he comes back? She calls him a piece of shit, knowing that the guy saving them was Mark. Instead of being grateful that her boyfriend's okay, she flat out calls him a piece of shit for lying to her when she was lying to his ass back. And then when she was flirting with that guy at the party, and she got a bit frustrated when she found out he had a girlfriend. Like, how the fuck are you gonna know that your boyfriend's getting his ass beat? Lie to him to make him feel like shit, and then flirt with a random dude at a party when he has to worry about his friend's safety, beat the cyborgs, and save other students from being turned into probably irreversible brain damage causing cyborgs as well. She is toxic as hell. She was blackmailing Mark's bully to give him her number. She was stressing this dude out even more when he already had a full plate of getting his ass beat and trying to save people. Mark got his fucking ribs crushed by Battle Beast after getting jumped. It was like his ass got shot with a cannonball. Probably one of the worst beatings he got so far in the first season. His ribs, his lungs, heart, and spine, I guarantee they were crushed. Earlier, he tried to save that old lady when the Flaxons attacked, only for her to die painfully after. Even if she didn't know the specifics of the situations he was in, if she knew he was invincible, She should have at least tried to be understanding of the things heroes go through, not pretending to not know the entire time. I honestly believe she should have been the first one to bring it up. Heroes get their ass beat. She most likely knew he was getting his ass beat and dealing with the collateral of his fights. She knew he saved her ass and many other people, but she was playing these damn games throughout the relationship. She had no empathy for him. Straight up, no empathy. Mark didn't want her to know because he probably assumed that she was going to worry too much, when in reality, her ass wasn't worried at all. Not a damn bit. I know damn well Mark was getting traumatized after getting his ass handed to him for the upteenth time that week, and Amber's constant mind games weren't helping. Now yeah, she wanted honesty in a relationship, which I completely understand, and yeah, Mark should not have gotten a girlfriend if he wasn't mature enough or knew how to handle a relationship with the superhero business. Lois Lane was 100% in the wrong for that stunt she pulled, and several other stunts in episode 5 to try to prove Clark's identity. Both of them were in the wrong, but they are not the same. Lois and Clark aren't even dating. Lois only suspected Clark of being Superman and wanted to prove it. Amber knew Mark was invincible damn near the whole time, and instead of being empathetic and being the first one to bring it up, knowing what superheroes go through, Amber knew Mark was invincible damn near the whole time, and instead of being empathetic and being the first one to bring it up, she was playing those damn mind games on him and stressing the poor dude out even more. Lois was at least worried about Clark. Amber didn't give a damn about Mark. Like, bro, this is crazy. Mark, as if I didn't make it clear enough, was getting his ass beat. He had to deal with innocent people dying. He's a 17-year-old kid, for Christ's sake. Now yeah, it's not a good idea to have a partner when you're just starting out as a superhero, especially at such a young age. But was there really a reason for Amber to be so manipulative, have no empathy for the fucking guy? Making him feel like shit for not being on time to the damn soup kitchen when he was fighting bad guys? No, there was no reason. Lois was at least worried for Clark. She had a justifiable reason for wanting to figure out he was Superman. I mean, this is Superman, the guy she's always wanted to investigate, figure out who he is, figure out if he has a connection to the things happening in Metropolis. And she thinks he's the fucking guy right next to her. Should she have jumped off the fucking building? Should she have handcuffed herself to him? No, not at all. But she still isn't anything like Amber. These two are not the same. Man, I gotta stop putting Invincible on hold. I really need to read that shit, man. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments. I got links in my social description. Be kind to yourselves and each other. Thanks for watching.